Don't curse on stream. Don't curse on stream. Don't curse on stream. Oh, hey guys.
Hi.
So before we start with all the nonsense that just went down,
Yeah.
last time we streamed, people were asking for no hat. That's not going to happen.
Right.
But I got a new hat.
Did you really?
I think it's safe that we can bring out the new hat for this one.
Yeah. Does it say champions on it?
Of course it does.
Super Bowl champions.
You know, so I think we can officially show off a new hat. So
And guys,
the one lighter note on this.
I got the projection pretty right. I said that it would end with the Patriots having the ball.
You did.
We'd be scared, and the defense would stop Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I got the score pretty wrong. But outside of that, yeah.
But new hat, guys. So
New hat.
one positive for today.
Well, there are two things we should talk about when it comes to subscribers, right?
Yeah.
We had our best subscriber week in a long time last week. Essentially, I ripped apart people on Reddit for not knowing how to use data, and everyone liked us for some reason. So we're up to like 340 some subscribers. When we hit 500, we have the podcast where Bill doesn't wear a hat and I wear a hat. I say podcast, I meant live stream.
Live stream, yeah.
Whatever. And then if we do 1,000, I will still rep, and it will still be wonderful. It's dated at this point. It has an Entei reference in it, but we're still going with it. Actually, you know what I was thinking is I was listening to you down with OPP, yeah, you know me, and I was like thinking of like the down with TTP, yeah, you know me, and kind of like making something up. So
I like it.
That may happen, and then it's gonna happen. It's a matter of like how terrible it's gonna be.
But terrible sometimes is good.
All right, guys. So we were gonna kick off this live stream with the awesome news that I am now part of the Game Press team. They approached me. We talked earlier this week, and I'm going to be contributing with them and doing the research team and doing some articles.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote an article that was being edited right now, coming out on Thursday or Friday or whatnot, that was all about triggering EX rates.
Yeah, which we were successful with.
Oh, quite. So I really am proud of the article. It was great. Everything was up like perfect. I coined some new phrases. It was great. Yeah. Clock block was one of them. Yeah. Simple cell, single cell. Like I went all out with it, and it's all gone. It's all ruined.
It is completely.
For those that don't know, Niantic sent a new batch of passes out today, and the selection criteria seems drastically different from anything you've ever seen. I'll use my wife as an example. She got a pass at a gym she spun once in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, which is about an hour from here.
Mm-hmm.
My youngest son got one from one raid. I'm sorry, my youngest son got one from no raids, just battling a gym. My oldest one got one from battling a gym. I got one from battling a gym.
I didn't get one. No,
Bill did not get one. So, as a Discord group, we were very heavily attacking raids for triggers this week, and we had a system figured out pretty well. We would have yielded 9 passes probably,
mm-hmm.
and it would have gone well. But Niantic turned it all on its side. So 145 came today, and it was like, okay, where's passes?
Yeah.
You know, like what's happening here? And then I actually took a shower. We were going out for dinner, so I wanted to take a little break and spiff up or whatever. And I got out, and I saw I think it was 17 Discord alerts, and I was like, okay. And then you see a text from Bill like, oh my God, I'm never playing this game again. This is the worst thing that's ever happened. So it took me hours to dig out, in all honesty, and kind of get a feel for it. But here is the big thing, and this is far trumps anything else that you see so far. It looks very much like Niantic is using S10 cells for invites instead of S12. If you don't know what that means, that's fine. You don't have to. You would have learned if I put my article out. But basically, an S12 cell is not that big. An S10 cell is huge. 16 S12 cells.
Huge.
So it's a huge area. So think about it. An S10 is the weather cell. Yeah,
yep,
Buckshot just said it in our chat. So it's the weather cell, and it's also the cell that says when you catch a Pokemon where it's from. Yeah. It's not necessarily accurate to what town you're actually in. We're talking about a big area, right? So what we were able to do is we were able to find cells where there's 1 or 2 gyms and attack those. And now we're looking at these massive cells, right? And we're not going to be able to do that anymore. There'll be no prediction as far as what we're going to be able to do. Now, the other piece to it is if you have 16 cells that could give a raid before, and now you have 1 cell that can give a raid, we're going to see so many less cells.
Yep.
So many less EX passes coming out. Now, our group, we were really, to use the word I used in the article, we were exploiting the system. We were taking advantage of the fact that we could force upwards of a dozen raids a week if we wanted
because we
to.
knew where to hit.
Yeah, we knew
when to
exactly
hit
where to eat,
them.
when to hit it. We
Yep.
had everything down to a science. We were literally fixing times.
Yeah.
And setting times of day that we wanted raids to be, and we were very successful with
And
that.
making niantic money too at the same time.
This is what baffles me, right? My son battled a gym. He spent zero money to do that. We've been raiding like war turtles all week.
Yeah.
Like just going around and
War turtles. Like
Yeah.
I think I have like 6 or 7 war turtles that I still haven't transferred yet, just from like the raids, just to try and get a pass.
it seems like it was always war turtle too.
Yeah.
It was never
Yeah.
Ivysaur.
I got a Charmeleon once.
I got Charmeleon once a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was like 10-1. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Sidetrack.
Yeah.
The reality is that like I don't understand how they can make this decision that the EX system, as faulty as it was certainly working for Niantic.
Yeah,
Niantic,
I mean, like, I think the biggest thing that I just don't like is you have even less control now than you
yeah.
did before. There's so many people posting their passes with no raids, no gym battles won, no time defended, no berries fed. So that literally means they spun the stop on the gym.
And the crazy thing is, we have one guy who hasn't gotten a pass, and we really wanted to get him a pass.
Yeah.
He got his pass this week.
In Nebraska. Somebody else in London, somebody else in Texas, more people in Chicago.
My wife and I, yeah, Chicago. They went to Go Fest.
Yeah.
And they did stuff in
Like-
Chicago, and now they're screwed because of it.
That's so dumb. Like, it was nice before, like, first of all, it should, an EX raid should 100% be linked to doing a raid.
Yeah, actually beating a boss.
Beating a raid boss. Like, the fact that they're changing that,
Yeah.
it completely blows my mind. I don't get it at all. I don't like it. I disagree with it. And I'm not spending any money on this game anymore.
Yeah.
Unless they can completely become transparent, tell us what we have to do, I'm not doing it. I was almost at the point where I was going to quit the game completely. I was that mad. I can't quit the game. I like playing with people too much. I like playing with you guys.
Yeah.
It's too much more than just that. But they're not getting my money. Plain and simple.
So I've been boycotting a little bit already, and honestly, it's really easy to boycott when you have money in there already. You can buy a bunch of passes on discount, but I very much want to not do anything. You know, like I don't know. It just even after passes didn't come out at the regular time today, there was zero motivation for me to go and announce raids.
Mm-hmm.
The map that we used was down in the afternoon. And I usually call them Mountain Gym Hunter or whatever. I wasn't looking at that. Like, it was like, why am I going to tell my friends to do more War Turtles when I don't know if it's going to benefit them at all?
Yep.
And, at least the schedule, we had control. I'm in California on Friday and Saturday, which is wonderful. I can't wait to be in California, but I can't raid.
Yeah, be scared to even spin a stop at a gym now because
For
you
real.
might get a pass there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to spin anyway. I like spinning.
Well, yeah,
But
I mean, I don't blame you. Like the system was flawed all along.
Yeah.
This made it 100 times worse.
Yeah.
Because you literally can't. You have to worry about spinning gyms now. Like, that was nice before because you could at least, like, all right, I'm traveling here, so I know I'm not going to do a raid here. That way, I don't wind up getting a pass there.
I literally looked at
Can't
where we
do
were
that.
going in San Diego, looked at the gyms on Overpass
Yep.
School, and figured out, okay,
Which ones
I
to
should
avoid.
these parks.
Yep.
I can go there and hang out. It would be fun, but I shouldn't definitely raid there.
Yep.
That made sense. It was a criteria. But then you have things like the Liberty Bell, which isn't really even a park per se. It's just the Liberty
It's
Bell.
a monument.
Yeah. So someone made a comment that it's all first-time gyms. I've only seen first-time EX raids. I don't know for sure that's the case. I mean, small sample size and trying to go through the Reddit data, it's tough. But so far, everyone that I know of between Philly, like the Northeast Philly, our Discord, Limerick Discord, everything like that, it all seemed to be first-time locations. One thing is, the only nice thing comes out of this is there are some parks that like we weren't sure if it was an EX gym or not. We actually know they're EX gyms.
Yeah.
So I know there was one in Northeast Philly where I had said like, let's avoid going after this one because we it's in water in the maps. I don't know if we want to go after it, and that one did get passes, so that's good to know. And then the one that me and my youngest son got passes to was one we had hit on a raid train before. So it was a cell we knew we could bust out at some point, but we hadn't actually put the volume in.
Yeah.
So that's good. But so my theory is that part of this happening was
Your fault.
Oh, I'm not going there now.
No.
I had the best rant lined up about how bad everyone's data is. Like I did it on Reddit, but I was gonna go in on people and like call people out specifically. But we'll save that for a different week.
Yeah. I mean, 'cause all the data's up in the air right now.
Yeah. No, it's
I feel you. I, it's
We usually have a
it's
script,
frustrating.
guys, and there's no script today
Oh no, this is
because
just unfiltered.
yeah. I think we've been hanging out for about an hour before we started, and I think I talked Bill off the ledge, and I think he kind of we're just giggling about it because it's just ridiculous to look at Michelle's past, my wife's past, and it's just nothing.
It just makes zero sense. It makes no sense for them either to give out passes for free, basically for
Yeah.
spin. You're giving the most prized possession in the game right now, which you were supposed to have to earn. You're just giving it away. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm mad I didn't get a pass, but that's not the main reason I'm mad. I'm mad because of the criteria for it. Only spinning a gym, like that's
So-
just stupid.
He's got one. He got a pass in Oregon.
Yeah,
A comment, and it's like I don't know where he lives, but I assume
Yeah.
it's not Oregon. So it's absurd. It's completely absurd. I got some stats. So our Discord and a couple other Discords were pretty good about filling out a survey I put together. So we had a couple hundred entries. I don't remember the exact number. It was two something. 65% of people who responded got a pass. So uh, looking and talking to people, I didn't see any correlation by level or anything. It seems like a lot of people, like a lot of our 40s got passes. I'm really sorry it wasn't you. And even if there's passes they can't go to, it seems like that was something that was not really varying by degree of play. The other thing that was shocking is 45% had never rated at the location.
45%.
Yeah.
Not even a rate.
So, and that's easy to tell because you look at your badge and you can tell really fast that it makes no sense. So, and then the other thing is, my question was poor. My question was it outside your general play area? I should have asked like how far was it from your play area.
Yeah.
But regardless, it was 2-1 as far as responses saying that like it was out of my area versus in my area.
Yeah.
So, and again, we talked about the examples that we're seeing, which are way too frequent of Oregon or Chicago or Nebraska or even Bethlehem.
London.
All of the raids are at 1 o'clock. I mean, maybe there's other ones I don't know about that aren't at 1, but it seems like every single one is at 1 o'clock. And that's garbage.
Yeah.
Because I'm at 3 locations with my family.
Yeah.
Again, doesn't matter. I'll be across the country. But, like, how could we do that? How could we coordinate something like that, having 3 passes at the same time? And with the S10 cells, they're much, much, much further apart.
There's a 230 in Western Monco, Natalie said. So
Okay, cool.
some slight variations.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Still.
That's good.
Can't get a new shirt.
I washed it this week, bud. I actually washed it. But no, it's really hard to take off an Eagle shirt when they win the Super Bowl. I think I'm wearing a good shirt under it. Let's reveal Kev's shirt live on film.
Actually, and I actually wore a shirt specifically as well. Pokeball as the Death Star, because Niantic is the evil empire right now.
Feels
'Cause,
like it.
Yeah, it's trash. Absolute trash.
So I know people are talking about 3 and 5 p.m. I think a lot of those may not be because it may be time zone differences. Because the one who said he had 5:30s from Oregon raid.
Yeah, well, there's
So probably
some
3
there's
hours
some on
later.
Sunday as
Yeah.
well too.
Are there really?
Yeah, I was reading
Oh, I
there
didn't see that.
Saturday
Okay.
or Sunday, depending on the time zone that
Okay,
you're in
cool.
as well.
Interesting. Yeah,
My frustrate like I think I'm doing very well. I was angry before. I'm still angry, but like you really can't do anything but laugh and just wonder what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like they've been doing so well. We've been spending so much money doing these raids.
really. I mean,
Like so much, and now you don't have to. Just spin the gym. You'll get a pass.
I can't see a scenario where I will raid something other than a Tyranitar or a Legendary.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I'm
Ever
planning on
this
using
one.
my free pass too.
yeah, I have leftover passes, but that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's fun to do some of the solo videos and everything like that, but
Does it make you not want to focus on Mutane anymore? Is it that deflating? Absolutely.
yeah, totally.
Bill, stop pulling your shirt up.
So basically, someone offered to log into my account and get Mewtwo for me, and it was like, I don't even want it. It's like
Yeah.
I didn't earn that Mewtwo. I didn't battle to get it. Like,
Yeah, a lot of people said, that they don't feel like they earned that
no
pass.
And there are people who got their first pass
Yeah.
like that. Like,
Yep.
imagine you go on a raid train, you're doing stuff, and you get a pass for something that you spun a stop at.
6 months ago.
Yeah.
It's definitely a communication problem from Niantic. Yeah, I mean, they've had communications all along. I mean, we've always talked about that. That's always been a talk, but this has just gotten even worse. After they put out that
Yeah.
the fixes to the EX system where, people that do more raids are more likely to get passes,
Yes.
which definitely isn't true because I'm well over 800 raids now.
Yeah.
So where's my pass?
And not only that, so I hadn't put the data out because I just I wasn't ready for it last week.
Mm-hmm.
But those of us who rated a one gym multiple times were less likely to get passes than those who rated one time.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to put it out there because I really wanted to see if it was true with a larger data set. We had great surveys. We would have seen
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But the reality, I mean, that was a decent sized sample. It's 150 entries or whatnot.
Yeah.
And it clearly showed that the people who rated once were more likely to get a pass than the people who rated multiple times.
Yeah.
The other thing it showed is that if you rated at 10 locations, you were more likely to get a pass than if you rated at
Correct.
one. But if you rated at one location a bunch of times, it didn't seem to help. Which just systematically is stupid on their part.
It is dumb.
Like,
Yeah.
if you want people to rate more, you give them a reward for rating more, not no reward. You don't put everyone in the same bucket.
Yeah, and Mix. I know you've rated there. You're silver, and Lex, you're gold at your gym. Like that's not saying that you're not going to get a pass for doing raids there and things like that. But it was not a requirement at all.
Yeah.
That's what all the data, the early data is showing.
Incidentally, I think a lot of the data that came out saying gold badge holders were less likely was just totally false.
Yeah.
Those surveys were done in a horrible way. They would poll everyone,
Mm-hmm.
but the reality is still a small amount of the people actually have gold at the gym, and they were looking at people who got passes elsewhere
Yeah.
and counting as a fail
Yeah.
instead of a nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't pay a dollar.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%.
I feel so guilty
Yeah.
because I led. You know, we had.
Yeah.
I ran a survey this week to look at everything between our Discord and the Northeast Philly Discord, and we had.
How many surveys were we up to? Over 500.
It was getting close to 600 this
Yeah.
morning.
600 surveys. So that's 600 raids
Yeah.
just reported.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are more than unreported. And like so many of those were tier 1 and tier 2, and it just like I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I'm not sorry for the YouTubes that got you the previous weeks.
Yeah.
That was good.
I mean, nobody saw this coming. Like, I made a joke earlier to Kev that people at Niantic need to be drug tested because something's got to be going on in their heads because it just doesn't make sense business wise for them either.
Yeah.
For what they're doing here, it really like trying to bring casuals back in to get them U2s.
Yeah.
They're not spending the money though. Like I get you're trying to entice people to play,
And you know,
but it's not.
If you're gonna get a YouTube to someone who's not spending money, have them earn it.
Yeah.
You know, make it part of one of the quests, which I don't think they were ever going to do.
I don't think so either.
Make it one of the quests, or make it like a battle or something. You don't just give someone a Mewtwo because they spun a stop.
Yeah, there's another person. Raid pass for a gym I've only ever spun, and it was months ago.
45
Got a pass, never rated at.
45% never rated at the gym
Yeah.
in our data set.
Yep. And that's just the early data. I bet that number climbs.
Yeah. So
I don't, them getting complaints and changing a system to negatively impact their business still doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't care. Like, not to say that I don't care, but like, everybody complaining, like, not getting a pass wasn't really trying hard enough. In my opinion,
yeah, there
I mean, there's still,
I would say 1% was trying hard and not getting
absolutely,
it.
there's still an exception.
Yeah,
but like it still baffles my mind.
Yeah,
their logic behind it all. I don't get it.
Yes, that is is it Terracotta Warriors? Yeah, it is Terracotta Warriors behind us. So I'm really wondering if this is like a one-time thing.
I hope so.
And they're gonna switch back.
I really, really hope so. But they need to be transparent about it. Like, just talk to us. Let us know.
I agree with you. I mean, communication is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
It just like, I wonder if it was just a one-time thing. Like, hey, there are a lot of places you can raid. Here they are. And maybe they use the S10 sales to limit so they didn't give too many out or something like that, or split people up too much.
That's a possibility. But
I'm hopeful. Just because I put so much work into the old system.
Yeah.
So, guys, I mean, let me be clear. Like with the new system, there's no exploitation. We're not gonna be able to find one that we can trigger weekly or things like that.
what
Like,
do you guys think
that's
is the
over.
most logical explanation for this when they do talk about it? I don't think they have one.
No.
I don't think they can. I mean, whatever they come up with for a press release or anything, if they do, which I highly doubt they will, I don't think they can logically explain this. Because everything before, it was linked to a raid that had to be completed. Then they said, oh, our fixes for this is if you're golden, you should have a better chance. The more raids you do, you should have a better chance. All that out the window.
So, one of the things in my survey I asked, it was a really poorly worded question because I worked in some of the Eagles to kind of lighten it up or whatever, was how many people are happy or mad at Niantic? And what was surprising is like 20% said they were happy with them.
Yeah.
And like I'm curious, like what what would make you do
Happy
that?
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I guess like if I got my first pass, I'd be happy about it or whatnot.
And you listen, I'm happy for people that got their first
Yeah,
pass.
absolutely.
I am.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's, I like to see people get it and everything like that. Don't get me wrong there. But it's just the system behind it just does not make sense.
No.
And that's what I'm stuck on it. I'm 100% stuck on it. It just makes zero sense. I voted Eagles, yeah. I voted mad at the antics still because
Yeah.
I am. It's just I mean, I was talking to Kev about it. Like, it could be a class action lawsuit, in my opinion, on something like this. They're false advertising what the system is. They're leading people to spend more money to do more raids, and then they're not even giving passes to the people that did that. They're giving it out to just whatever, spinning it.
There's known exploits to how you can get your money back through the iTunes store. I'm not gonna say what it is now, but
Yeah, I'm considering it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm going to do that because the reality is I did have fun doing the money I spent and like, but I mean, I would not have rated a War Total and a Cloister today if I thought for a second that I was going to get a pass for
Bill, will
something.
you be mad if it ends up being a new Pokemon and not Mewtwo? Absolutely. I mean, I'm mad that I didn't get a pass in general already. As much as I play the game, as much as I raid, not even just raid, as much as I play the game.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
even
not
think
getting
you
a
need a
pass.
pass every week, but I think like there should be a criteria to earn it. You know?
Like the quests that they're putting into this, that would be that would be ideal.
Or even
Meet this certain criteria, you'll get a pass.
or
But
even
it's
the
not.
way we thought it was to some extent worked for me. I gotta move over. I'm out of the picture here. Because at least that it was like catching, right?
Mhm.
There was a percentage chance. We know the exact percentage, but
Yeah.
we knew if we rated in these places,
Yeah.
there was a chance that we'd get a pass.
Mhm.
And in the suburbs, it was a pretty good chance in all reality. So
Yeah.
yeah, this is just different.
It's Mewtwo because it doesn't say field test. I don't think that's necessarily. I feel like it's still going to be Mewtwo.
I think it's gonna be Mewtwo.
I feel like there's too many people that have complained that they still don't have Mewtwo for them to switch it up yet. So I'm really not too concerned that it's not going to be Mewtwo. It's
And if it's like Celebi or Mew or something, I don't get it. Like again, I'm not gonna fret over it because I don't feel like it was
yeah.
I don't know justified. Happy birthday, Mewtwo! Indeed.
Yeah.
Wasn't Mewtwo like created and not really birthed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. People would riot more if it's not Mewtwo. Oh, that's 100% true. Yeah, people are going to go nuts if it's not Mewtwo and they didn't get a pass.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know I saw some theories that this was a mistake and they're going to retract passes. There's
That's not
no
gonna- there's
chance that
no
happens.
way they're gonna do that.
There's
That-
no and like zero chance
Yeah,
that happens.
no
and
way.
I don't think for a second it was a mistake. I think it was a very so. I don't like, agree with Niantic's decisions, but there's a lot of smart people working at the company. Like, if they're doing something, there's probably a reason behind it. It's probably a stupid reason, but it's probably a reason.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah. We were talking before, and it's interesting that, like, we're not Niantic's customer.
Mm-mm.
Like, we pay money, and, some of us way too much, obviously. But it's their customer is Starbucks and Sprint, who are getting, 10 cents per spin or whatever they're
Yep.
paying. Their customers are Harry Potter Unite. Niantic's not running that game. They're
Yep.
building the back end, but I think Warner Brothers, someone's actually running the game itself. Someone, I don't
Yeah.
know exactly who it is. Like they're selling this platform, and that's the whole thing. So they don't really have the motivation to treat us as well as they should. And I don't know. The only way to make a change is to stop spending money.
Hysteria asked if Niantic knows select people in the community are starting to figure out their algorithm and change things up to avoid exploiting the system. It's quite possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's possible, but still dumb on their part because all we were doing by exploiting their system is giving them more money.
And not only that, like we exploited it, but the amount of effort that you and I personally put into getting people first time passes, Hysteria just asked the question, did the same thing. Like
Yeah.
we were like I don't want to say hand holding because that implies like more like it wasn't hand holding, but we were really helping people along and moving. We even discovered like, hey, this one location is going to give more passes than anywhere else.
Yeah,
Like,
so go.
like we're getting all the first time raiders here to maximize their chances
Yeah.
and stuff. And like it wasn't just. I think they got bad like press because some people were getting their 12th Mewtwo and other people were not getting their first yet.
Mhm.
But
There's got to be something else in the algorithm to change to fix that rather than do what they did here, though. There's so many better ways to fix the system.
Yeah.
Because this made it worse.
Yeah.
By far.
I mean, absolutely. Like, I cannot see spending money for Raid Pass. Legendaries come out, we get 30 shots without spending gem coins.
Yep.
Like,
I've done twice as many raids since we started targeting gyms. That's a lot. Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Same thing with me. I mean, I think I talked about I did 17 that one day we did the train.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had days like where I've done that many raids too when a new legendary came out, but I slowed down for a while after that. But then, hey, we figured this out. Let's try and exploit it. Let's try and get people passes.
We did have fun too. Let's not undersell
but it's not the rating itself that makes it fun. It's being with the community and the group that makes it fun. So I had a lot of fun.
That's not going away. We'll have to find other ways.
That's why I'm still going to be playing the game because I enjoy the community. I'm not giving them money though. I can still have fun in this game without spending money.
So that's why we're coming up with things like the Olympics. Mm-hmm. So we've mentioned it before. Our Discord's having a Discord Olympics where we're going to compete in all kind of fun events, whether it be solo speed times or catching them like the fattest Magikarp. Like we're doing things that are fun. Mm-hmm. That they're not going to give us challenges or quests. They're going to have these weird things to get spin a gym and get a Mewtwo or whatever.
Yeah,
we're going to make it fun for ourselves. We're going to have community contests and we're going to keep it fun.
Hysteria said it's not like we were cheating the system. Passes were bought, raids were done. So their numbers had to have been up when people started realizing, hey, we can target certain things. 100%, they were making even more money.
There was a ton of inequity, which I think they somewhat addressed by this. In all honesty, where you had certain communities like the one that me and Bill live in, where we had a 25-minute drive could net us 16 places. Yeah. Where other people could have a 25-minute drive and get 0. Yeah. Very easily. So that's a massive difference. Yeah. But I don't know. So we're gonna go to questions. Yeah. You want to do Dustberry Kill? I think today's the day to bust that out.
we could
lighten the mood a little bit.
I still don't understand it fully though.
Don't try to explain it. Just let it go.
Just let it go.
All right. So we came up with a game that we're gonna play.
We actually have a couple games. The other one we're gonna record.
Be good.
The other one we're gonna record this week. Hopefully, or no, you're going away.
We'll get it before you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that one's gonna be fun too. But
all right. So the game that we invented is called Dustberry Kill, which is very similar to a game with a very similar name that Bill can't say because he promised not to curse today. So basically, we take 3 Pokemon, and we decide which one would you want to give dust to, which one would you want to bury if it was in a gym, or bury could be buried. Make sure you catch it too. Yeah. Whatever interpretation you want is fine. Don't overthink it. And then kill. Which one would you delete from your inventory? So I think the first one we started with was Mudkip, Torchic, and Trico. Dustberry Kill.
So, Dust Bill, Berry Kev, Kill Niantic. Right.
That's supposed to the year.
That's perfect.
Also dust me, by the way.
So, definitely, Mudkip would get killed.
I agree. I think there's 0
Mudkip
chance.
Killed. Yeah.
It's not super useful in the game, and it's adorable, but the other 2 are really great.
Torchic would be buried.
Yeah, that's my thing.
That's an easy one.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's 9 million Tricos in Philly, so
yeah. Might as well max one, right?
Yeah, might as well dust it up. I got 2 fully maxed already, so that's a pretty easy one.
All right, so how about the 3 best Pokemon in the game right now? Mewtwo, Kyogre, and Groudon. Dustberry Kill.
It's a tougher one.
Yeah.
Mewtwo, I'm still dusting.
Okay.
Because I just love Mewtwo.
Why do you love it?
It's the trophy. Yeah. That's really it.
He spun so many gyms to get that Mewtwo.
I'd say bury Kyogre and kill Groudon.
So I would dust the hell out of Groudon. I truly believe it's the best Pokemon in the game, and I don't think it's particularly close. I would kill Mewtwo, and this was even before today. I mean, today it makes it even more angry because of the thing. I think Mewtwo is fine. I think it's really good, but it's not that much better than whatchamacallit, the guy Alakazam. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's better. It's clearly better, but it's not like you can live without a Mewtwo. Yeah. But Kyogre is just ridiculous compared to the other water types. Yeah. So I would bury him, especially because I've only maxed 1. I need candy for that second one. So we're going to play Dustberry Kill pretty frequently. And then once we start the podcast, we have some guests we want to ask. Yeah. So they'll definitely get that question whenever they're on the podcast.
Absolutely.
I want to touch really fast on Dragonite. I don't think we'll live stream between now and the community day, so I wanted to go over it.
Probably not.
Yeah. So we didn't talk about this. There is a thread on Silph Road that went into depth about whether or not you should pin-up a Dragonite, a Dratini, and like your plan for that's a double Stardust Day or whatever, or triple Stardust, I guess. So in my opinion, you should be on the Shadow of a Doubt, not pin-up a single Dratini, which goes against every logic or whatever. You should catch as many as you possibly can, because far and away the Stardust is the most valuable aspect of that event, more so than Dratini candy. So first of all, if you play, for the whole 3 hours and you're in place with a lot of lures or a lot of spawns, you're going to be getting so many Dratini. You'll easily get 300 candy. Oh, yeah. Easy get 300 candy, right? Which gives you enough to, take one all the way up, evolve it twice and then take it all the way up. Yeah. The reality, guys, Dragonite is not that good compared to what's coming out. It's good. It's if you have one that's max, it's awesome. If you have 7 in their max like me, they're still awesome. They're good against Rayquaza. But for speed raids, like Rayquaza is better, and you're gonna have Salamence pretty soon, and it's pretty good.
What about Dragon Medals? That you should. Yeah. If you don't get your Dragon Medal on that day, you weren't playing enough.
But if you want your Dragon Medal, you should be either burying or golden burying Dratini.
Yeah, like, I would say
Pin-App doesn't help. Yeah,
Pin-App doesn't help you catch it.
Yeah. So I mean, I know it's against what everyone else says. And I know that like the impulse is to get as many like huge Dragonites as you can, but the reality is at this point in the game they're not nearly as good as they were. And by the time that comes out, I mean it's gonna be the 24th. I assume Rayquaza will drop this week probably. In the next 7 days.
I would say because they've been overlapping. Yeah. So I would expect it to happen.
Yeah. So based on that, like I mean early on you're gonna want your Dragonites for early Rayquazas, but pretty soon we'll have level 25 Rayquazas, and we'll be,
That'll be better.
Yeah. So that's my take on it. I mean, I think a lot of people are going to disagree. And if you see a 10 CP Dragonite or Dratini and you don't bury it, maybe you're wrong. I don't know. I really, really, really think that the key is
play the game how you want. Yeah. But just don't feel like you have to do that.
No, I think if you're truly maximizing the event, you want to catch as many Pokemon as you can. Yeah. And it's awesome that a lot of them happen to be Dratini. But you're going to be running a Star Piece the entire event. 4.5 times Stardust is ridiculous.
That's more important than anything else that you're going to do that day.
Anyone have questions while we're here?
Yeah. Questions about anything. It can be about the X. It can be about us.
Yeah.
We had a few email questions that we were planning on answering on stream. Yeah. But that was about the old system that was trashed.
Well, actually, we're going to respond to the emails.
Yeah, we're going to respond to the emails. We're just not going to respond on here. What's your opinion about getting X-rays by spending stop spill? If you weren't here for that, man, it's trash. Absolute trash. So
it's trash.
Yeah.
The other question was talk about the Eagles win. So I guess those of you who aren't in Philly probably don't understand just like the amount that it means. Like, by far the Eagles are the best team, like in Philly. Not the best team as far as goodness, but as far as like love, Even if you love another sport more, the Eagles are second favorite.
I'm a diehard Flyers fan. Yeah. I love the Flyers more than I like the Eagles. Yeah. I'll say it, but Philly's a football team. Yeah. And I was so excited. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Eagles too. But if I'm gonna say,
So I think that I don't know, so I watched the game at a friend's house. It was a bunch of my high school friends got together and watched it, and just to watch the game, it was so stressful and crazy, but they won, and it was one of the best feelings. And it didn't hit me at first, but it was just spectacular.
I just sat there in amazement for a little bit, just
did
this really happen?
Especially because the last play was so the ball was bobbling around.
I was in Northeast Philly too, so all the fireworks going off.
We were in Burbs and Jersey, same thing. Fireworks everywhere, people bit pots and pans. The parade's going to be on Thursday, which is. So we have a dilemma because we have Mewtwo on Thursday. So the parade's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. So I'm making sure I get there super early at the parade, see them go by, and I have a plan to get out and drive home.
I'm going with him because, your son's Mewtwo's at the same place as mine, so that means it'll guarantee me to get back. I don't need to see the, everything at the Art Institute.
I want to watch it on TV.
I'll watch it, but I don't need to necessarily be there because it's going to be insane.
But I want to see.
I want to be a part of the parade. Absolutely. Absolutely. We did have a question. What do we think is going to be the Valentine's event this year?
So, I think double candy for sure.
Mhm.
I think pink Pokemon for
You
sure.
think they're gonna do that again?
Yeah, I do, and I
So
think
lots of love, lots of love disc.
lots of
everywhere.
love disc. They've been really big on the 6-hour lures,
Yeah,
so I think there's a good chance we'll see.
and I
that.
love that. I
I love
love
it
the
too.
6 hour
When
lures.
I'm in California for the week,
Oh
I
my
love it
God,
even more.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
And then is Aggron in the game forever? I'd say probably not. It'll be here for a little bit. I don't think they'll keep that raid. I mean, they've been rotating everything, so I think eventually it'll get rotated out. When? Who knows?
I think it'll be around for a while.
I think it'll be no. It'll
I mean,
it'll
much,
be around
much
for a
like
good bit.
Absol and whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll be around for a bit, but forever, I don't think anything's in this
Have
game.
you got a shiny yet?
Shiny Aaron?
Yeah. I knew the
Where's
answer. I just had to set him up.
Yeah, I did.
I don't have one. I'm kind of on a non-shiny streak, but
I scared the person I was with when when I caught it too, because I was surprised and happy.
Yeah. Anything else, guys?
Let's see. When do you think we're going to come out with the podcast?
I would say there's a good chance it's not going to be this week, but next week.
Yeah.
So I'm away this coming week, and then I'm a little busy when I get back. But the week after that, I think we're going to do it. The podcast is going to be more adult-based. I think we're going to have a totally different audience than YouTube. So
I will be cursing on the podcast.
yeah.
No kids.
Yeah.
Next major feature: Quest, mythical Pokemon, or PvP.
We know quests are
I
coming.
think Quest. It's already been in the data mines that
Yeah.
quests are coming.
I
Don't
don't
get too excited.
I don't
about
have high
them.
hopes for them. I think it's going to be very much like
It's going to be like the streaks. I
Yeah.
think that's going to be more what it's like. But
maybe it'll be like Battle of Gym, get a Mewtwo, and like
yeah,
Hatch an Egg,
Probably.
get a Mewtwo. And
spin the gym, get a Mewtwo.
yeah.
Spin a gym 10 times and
That-
you get a Mewtwo
That
automatically
said,
in your
that
Pokedex.
said, I think quests are a good step, and even if it's
They are.
simple like that, it's
Mhm.
every extra.
They got to
one
get
add.
it into the game first, and then
Yeah.
they can roll out further features later
Yeah.
on. I mean, honestly, if they had a quest system to earn an X Path or something like that, that would be ideal.
Yeah.
Because it'd be laid out. You'd know what you have to do.
Yep.
You'd have a certain criteria.
Yeah, they had an
So.
easy one,
Mm-hmm.
level 40, or level even like
35
10, yeah, or
you know,
the
like-
10s or whatever.
yeah.
You know,
Yep.
like they really messed that up.
PvP needs to come in. I think PvP. I think more needs to come in before PvP though. I think you need more than one charge move.
Absolutely.
It's just tapping against who can tap faster or things like that, or who has the better IV.
Or who's a better phone? I mean,
Yeah, that
honestly.
too. The processor and the phones is going to have a lot to do with that. I think they need to develop a little bit. I mean, as much as I'd like to see PvP in the game too, because I'm competitive. I like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. I don't think they're there yet. I think they have more that needs to come in before they get to that point.
Yeah, I'm less into PvP than others. Like if it comes out, I'm gonna crush you all and learn how to do it. And yada yada yada. But until it does, I mean, it's not really one of my hopes. I'd much rather see some kind of. There's a lot of community stuff with raids.
Mhm.
I'd like to see something more individual.
Yeah.
You know, and I'd love something you could do at home. You know, like sometimes, like take away the reason to spoof because you give someone something to do when you're sitting at their house.
Yeah. I agree.
So
Favorite video game that isn't Pokemon Go? That's a tough question. I've got a lot of favorite video games.
not
the game,
for me.
well, not for you. For me right now, the game I'm playing most is probably Fortnite on Xbox One. Chaos Bill on Xbox One. If you want to play with me, that's probably been the game I've been playing the most recently. I got a lot of favorites though, so that's a tough question. So we'll just go the one I play the most.
For me, it's FIFA 16. So I actually don't like
I
the
love
newer
FIFA.
FIFAs.
Though. Yeah, FIFA's good.
I thought 16 was just like a perfect game, and I was into soccer so much at that time, so I was able to know all the players and everything.
Yeah,
and it was cool.
No, I didn't bail on PUBG, but because I play on Xbox, it's not where it is on the PC. So it's very laggy, very glitchy, and not as many of my friends play that one as
Yeah.
well. But I'm playing both. But Fortnite's definitely taking priority there. Dilly. Thoughts on new
Dilly
badge locked outfits? I think it's great that they keep adding things like that to the game, and I like that you have to earn it, but the fact that you have to buy it after you earn it is a little silly. I'm not surprised they did it,
yeah.
because now that they're not going to be making money on raids and stuff, they're going to
Yeah,
have to make
something.
money somewhere.
No. You'll spin a gym and get a tank top.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, I bought the sunglasses because
Did you really?
I wear sunglasses a lot. So, and then I bought the cargo pants too because I had to.
So I literally can't think of something they could have put in the game that meant less to me than that.
Yeah. I mean, I just did it because I got tired of looking the same and just wanted something different. And I was like, oh, I have coins. And well, no, man, I did because I don't want to spend money. But it happened already before all this.
The only clothing I would ever buy would be sunglasses for a Squirtle.
Yeah. why aren't you guys playing in the Discord Ultra Sun Ultra Moon tournaments? Well, Kev doesn't play that game. You
No.
know? So, and me,
I can't afford another
I still
edition.
haven't beat the game yet. I just every time I want to sit down and play it, I just with that I get sucked in and I'll play for like 6-7 hours straight, and I just haven't had time for that recently right now.
Yeah.
You know, I've been playing Fortnite with my friends when I'm not out playing Pokemon Go, but Pokemon Go still takes up a majority of my time.
If they put a Pokemon game out for Switch, I'll play that.
Yeah.
Look who's here.
Hey, baby cat.
Look who's here. Let's not hit the
Let's
butt.
not get your butt in the screen. Oh man.
My favorite gen is Gen 1.
Yeah, I'd still say Gen 1's my favorite as well too. I mean,
so many ones that I absolutely adore.
Bulbasaur.
Yeah, Ivysaur.
Lobot's in the house. What's going on? What is Ultra Sun and Moon? Old Dirty, come on.
That's my cat. So that's Baby Cat. She's made an appearance in a couple of videos now. She's my attention cat. I got another cat named Donovan who is kind of shy. He had surgery a couple weeks ago, getting like radiation treatment, but he's doing great.
Yeah,
so
doing very well.
Happy he's back.
Baby Cat loves me too. Before we were on stream, she was sitting on my lap.
I'm kind of surprised Baby Cat never made it in like the internet famous world.
Yeah, me
Like
too.
she had like internet famous kind of personality.
Yeah, Baby Cat's awesome.
Yeah.
I thought you were allergic. No, Kev's allergic to dogs.
I'm allergic to cats too,
Are
actually.
you?
Yeah,
I
but
thought it was
so,
just dogs.
So apparently, when you're around cats for a while, you lose it.
Yeah, my godmother is the same way.
Yeah.
Like she was deathly allergic, and then
When I
they've
go
had
away,
cats.
I'll come back and I'll be a mess for the
Yeah.
first day. So
What is Pokemon? I don't know what Pokemon is.
I am so bad at my pronunciation, so I apologize for that. I've tried to get better at it, but don't come to this YouTube or podcast for pronunciation.
Only allergic to Kirit though. I love Kirit.
Now, I'm very allergic to dogs, and that was the worst thing at the Super Bowl. Was I was watching it at a
Cat stopped drinking iced tea. They said
oh,
it's better than what I'm drinking.
I'm really thirsty, guys.
As if I wasn't fired up enough about all this stuff already. I got Monster to add on top of it. I think I held my composure pretty well though.
No, honestly, I think talking for an hour is probably bad for our ratings.
Yeah.
Could have had you screaming at people and stuff.
But yeah, Murkrow for the win.
All right, guys.
I think in conclusion we can say Niantic messed up with this one. I mean, happy for the people that got their first time.
Yeah.
This system just got 10 times worse, if not more.
I'm holding out an ounce of faith. Not even an ounce. I'm holding out somewhat significant
That this was
faith.
kind of like a fluke.
That this was not necessarily like it was an intentional
an
fluke.
intentional fluke, yes.
But
just an off week, and hopefully it goes back to the system that we were starting to figure out before.
Or ideally an improved system from that.
Yeah.
But
I don't expect that though. I'm
All right,
done
guys.
with second beer things, guys. But thanks for watching, guys. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to email us.
Twitter,
Instagram, Facebook. Our Facebook hasn't. We don't really get too many hits on that, so I haven't done much with that. But you'll see more on there coming. But
even Discord too. I've been talking to a lot of people on Discord.
Yeah,
recently.
hit us up on Discord. But it's trustthecones@gmail.com. So feel free. We're here. We're here to help. We're here to answer your questions, and we appreciate everybody's support. So thanks again.
Thanks, guys.